Okay, so we're going to start lying on your back. And we're going to be doing holding a position for 20 seconds, and you're only going to do it with 20% of your effort. So the first thing we're going to do is find what 20% is, because normally we don't do things at 20%. So you're going to put your hand under your leg like this. And first of all, you're going to push your leg into your hand, but your hand will stop the movement. You can relax your foot. So to find 20, we're going to hold this position for 20 seconds, but first of all, we find the 20%. So first of all, push with 100%, give it your all, and then half that's 50%, half it's 25%, and then just hold. I'm going to hold that position for 20 seconds, pushing your leg into your hand. Just letting somebody in. And then after the 20 seconds, we're going to swap sides. Okay, and then swapping, other side. You can also just have a little relaxed moment because you're lying on your back. And it's just, it's morning, we're still waking up. Now I put both feet on the ground, and we're going to do a bridge. So I'm going to give you two options. You're either going to lift your hips up using your bum up and down, so nice and easy. And you don't want to roll up like in the yoga Pilates, you want to just lift everything up in one go. Or if you want to make it a bit more difficult, you're going to lift your hips up and you do a little march with your feet and then come down. So there's two options. We're going to do 15, don't worry about counting, I'm just going to count for you. Ready? So you're either going to come up, hold it down, or you're going to come up and make it a little bit harder, a little march, and then down. Okay, ready? Everyone ready? Let's go. So lifting up, march, march, we want, and then down. And then again, up, march, march, and then down. And up, one, march, march, and then down. And then up. Either hold or march, and then down. You should feel it in your bum working. Up.
Yeah.
And down. And then up. And down. Up. And down. Keep going. Remember, just lifting everything in one go, so we're not rolling up and down. Keep going. And then, okay, let's do two more. Up. And down. Last one. Up. And down. Now we're going to work the opposite. We're going to work hip flexors. So we're going to do like a scissor. So you're going to bring your alternate leg up and down like this. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can have straighter legs and do it a little bit slower. So let's first get your legs off the feet off the ground and let's start the scissor. Okay, go. And what you'll be feeling is just the front of your hips. Going. Nothing should be painful. So if anything of this gives you pain, just stop and just get exercise a little bit. Just muscle pain's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep going. Do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so this is a little circuit 3 exercises. We're going to go back to the first one, which was the holding the 20% exercise. So hand behind the knee again, and then pushing your leg into your hand with 20%. Okay, let's go. Let's start. So 20% pushing the leg. Remember, it's very gentle, just 20%. Okay, and then swap sides. So this exercise we're doing here that we're holding for 20%, it's sometimes because we sit a lot in front of computers or we do a lot of repetitive movement during sport. The muscles in your bum muscles start to struggle to relax anymore and they're kind of holding on. And this 20% is being proven to help the muscle to relax. Okay, right, stopping there, and then we go back to the little bridge. So again, you can choose whether you come up, march, or just up and hold. Okay, so coming up, and then down. And really use the bum muscle for it. And down. Up, march. And do that. Make it a little bit more challenging. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Let's do 3 more. So 3. 1, 2. Last 1. And 1. And done. Okay, then we're doing the hip flexors again in front of the hips. So we're doing the scissors. Yeah. So let's bring your feet off the ground and scissors. 1, 2, and again, if you want to make it more difficult, challenge yourself a bit more, you can do it with straighter legs. Or you can slow it down a bit. 5. Okay, let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, one more set of this. After this set, we're going to just do one more of the first exercise. So again, leg, hand behind the knee, and let's push with 20% effort into your hand. Okay, and then the other side. Remember, it's really gentle, light pressure into your hand. Okay, and then the bridges again. So again, you're coming up and down, or you're doing up, march, march, and down. Okay, let's begin. And up and down. Up and down. And up. Right. Down. And down. Down. 5 more. Up and down. And 4. And down. And 3. And down. 2 more. And down. Last one. Up. Up. Down. Okay, and then the feet off the ground. We'll do the scissors. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Good. I say, we should be feeling the front of the hips. Okay, let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and then we're just going to do the first exercise one more time. So just the one where we push the knee into pad. Yeah, ready, let's begin. And then after this, we just move on to the lower back. Okay, and then swap sides. Okay, and then coming up to sit. So this exercise, we're going to do either cross legs or with your legs out, or if you can't do that, does anyone need to sit on a chair for this, or are we all okay sitting? Okay, my preference is cross legs. And if you are on a chair, make sure your feet are really planted on the ground when you do this. So you're going to have your arms, again, we're doing the global circuit. So our arms are going to be outstretched like this. And we're going to slide from side to side. So you're going to slide like this. So try to resist the temptation of bending over like this. Yeah. So you will feel the lower back. And you might find one side feels a little bit more tight or uncomfortable than the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone feels that. And what we have is we have a muscle that attaches the top of our pelvis to the ribs and your spine in the lower back. And we just want to sort of ease out between the vertebra there. So it's a very small movement. Really try and keep the hips still, so try not to let the hip rock with you. Try and keep it still as you can. Okay, and now we're going to lie down again. So we're going to lie down with your arms stretched out, and your feet and knees together, and maybe watch this before we start, before we get to this. And I'm going to get you to rotate from side to side, but I really want you to keep your feet next to each other as you move. I'm just going to light on and see if it helps move. And so we're going to have your arms outstretched, your feet are together the whole time, your knees are together. So when you rotate to the side, your feet are like glued to each other. Does that make sense? So feet on the ground, knees bent, arms outstretched. So if you get to the position, we're going to rotate from side to side, but you want to keep your shoulder blades on the ground. So don't bring your knees so far to the side that you feel your shoulder blades coming off the ground. Yeah. So let's begin. So lie on your back, arms outstretched, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. And then rotate to the side. It doesn't matter which side you pick first, but don't go as far as your shoulder blades come. And then come back to the center and then go to the other side. So again, you may feel one side is easier than the other, and one side you can go further than the other. Keep moving nice and slowly. Don't force it. Just stay where you're comfortable. It's not a competition to see whose knees can get to the ground. You're just going as far as you can while your shoulder blade stays on the ground. Okay, let's do 3 more. One. Okay. And then we're going to come up onto your hands and knees. And a lot of people might know that, you probably a lot of people know this, we're going to do like the cat-cow step. So where you lower your lower back, so you create a curve, and then you arch up like this. So I'm just going to do it nice and slowly. So first of all, get into position. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hip. And then slowly arch. And up. So this is also for the lower back. And just gently, don't go into any sort of pain. It might feel a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe you're not in this position very often. Okay. Right, we're going to do that second. Does anyone want to grab some water in between? I don't know. Maybe a little moment. No. Okay. So back to sitting cross-legged. And we're doing the slide. So try to make sure that your bones on your bum are staying on the ground throughout, and this like your lower part of your body still. And then we're sliding side to side. Really focus on what your lower part of your body's doing, and that it's still, you're not rocking. It's not about who can slide the furthest. Over each side. Okay. And then lying on your back again, we're doing the rotation. So again, remember to keep the feet next to each other, they're not sliding away. Arms outstretched, shoulder blades on the ground, keep the shoulder blades on the ground. Let's just start rotating from side to side. You may start to really get a little bit further than the first set. And this is just great and create more movement in the sort of middle of your back. Sometimes when don't have enough movement here, your lower back takes over, and some people will get lower back pain or stiffness because the middle section of their back isn't working as well as it could. So the lower back compensates and takes over the front of the back. Going. Okay, let's do 2 more on each side. Okay. And then coming back onto hands and knees. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. There. Okay, so then arching the back. And then back. Do 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay. So yeah, you can cross legs. If that's starting to become uncomfortable, you can have your legs outstretched. Okay, last time doing this one. So side to side. Maybe this time it feels a little bit better than the first time. Hopefully. Remember to keep the hips nice and still, the legs still, keep the bones of your bum on the ground. Okay, and then do the rotations again. The feet on the ground, arms outstretched. Remember to keep the shoulder blades into the ground. And then we're rotating our knees from side to side. So we're keeping the upper part of the body fixed, and we're letting the lower part move. Okay, keep going. Just remember, just again, focus the shoulder blades into the ground still. Okay, and then coming back onto your hands and knees. Last exercise. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Yeah, okay, arching and then curving. Just do 2 more. So arching, curving. Nice. Okay, so we're finished. I'll just stop the recording.